Welcome to the Hometown Bluegrass Show, the heart and soul of bluegrass music, brought to you straight from Western Kentucky. Join your hosts Tim Batts, a passionate promoter of bluegrass and live music, and Josh Williams, 3-time IBMA Guitar Player of the Year and a true bluegrass legend. They talk about the latest bluegrass news, interview your favorite artists, and tell lighthearted stories that celebrate the bluegrass tradition. Josh even gives bluegrass music tips in every episode. So grab your banjo, pick up your guitar, and let's have some fun together. This is the Hometown Bluegrass Show.
Hey, we are here, the Hometown Bluegrass Show.
We're finally back.
We're finally back. Have y'all missed us? Don't lie, because we know you have.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes, I have.
Have you missed me?
I have missed doing this with you, yes.
I haven't seen you, and you didn't even call and check on me or nothing.
Well, I asked if you was going to be at Rudy Fest.
I know it. I hated to miss Rudy Fest.
You missed a good one, too, man.
I know it, dadgummit. I hated it, but I had family in town, and I just could not get away. So
I understand. I understand how that works.
My mom was in from Alabama, and I only see her maybe once a year, so I thought maybe I better stay around here.
That's probably a good idea.
But anyway, it is what it is.
You never choose wrong when you choose family.
That's for sure. That's for sure. So,
and speaking of
family, nice segue.
Yeah,
into our guest tonight.
I have brought the boss.
Oh, you want to introduce yourself to the folks?
This is my youngest. What's your name, son?
Gus.
It was so precise.
He's very what's prolific.
There you go. What's that word there? Prolific. And during the intro, it said bluegrass legend Josh Williams. He kind of looked at Josh like, you?
I said, yeah. Yeah, this is my youngest born. This is my third child. This is Wyatt Augustus Williams. He goes by Gus. Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
And Josh showed him a picture of Bill Monroe we have here in the studio and said, "Who is this?" And Gus said, "Ricky Skaggs." Well, that's close enough.
Well, in his defense, Bill's got kind of long hair there, and
long white hair in that picture.
Yeah, and Skaggs has got long white hair now. Yeah. So
yeah,
Skaggs has a birthday coming up before too long.
Oh,
too.
Does he?
Yeah, sure.
How old is he going to be? You know?
He will be. No, I don't know. I'll have to look.
Yeah, I don't know how that boy's going to be. I bet he's going to be 70 years old, maybe. Reckon?
I don't. Well, I don't want to say too much because he very well could be. No, he'll be 71.
I was close.
71.
Yeah, it'll be July 18th, 1954 is his birth date.
I was close.
I just remember that because I always text him every year and always get a text back. So,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a good old fella.
Well, we have missed doing it. We had to take a couple of weeks off. I think Josh had a dentist thing, and and then I had vacation Bible school at church, and now as the director of music and media at my church. That was a wild week that I had to be a part of, and we weren't able to record Monday night. So, I just don't feel right, man.
No, I know it's thrown my weeks off, man.
I know it's been weird, but we are back in the New York groove.
That's right, back in the Western Kentucky groove.
That's right. And we're excited to be back. Got a great show for you. We got not only Gus Williams here, but got Joe Clark's going to be our guest. So we're excited about that.
Joe Clark.
Old Joe Clark. They wrote a song about him.
We're actually not kidding. That's really his name.
Yeah.
No, that's Joe Clark. Joe, for those of you guys, most of the musicians probably know Joe, but for quite a few years there, he was the mandolin player for Larry Sparks and the Lonesome Ramblers. In fact, back in the day, I guess it would have been the early 90s maybe, when Larry Sparks and the Lonesome Ramblers were on Austin City Limits, one of the few bluegrass bands that's been on Austin City Limits. He was in the band playing mandolin, Joe was, along with Jeff Brown and, I wish I hadn't brought it up now because I can't think. Jim Britton.
Gotcha.
My brain stops working whenever I get to thinking about names. I know them. I just can't always think of them sometimes.
Access that
the older that I get, the more that happens, and that's so embarrassing.
I know. That is tough. I deal with
You
it
must
every
have
day.
a horrible time with it.
I knew that was coming. I do, man. It's just it's something else. I can't help it, but I can't even remember what I did yesterday. So
What did you do yesterday?
I think.
There you go.
Oh, it was Sunday. I had a full day. I worked.
Yeah, you worked. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a Sunday morning service, and then we had a fifth Sunday singing at church last night. So we had a nice singing there. So it was cool. Cool. But
So is that like a service of all just singing, or what is that?
Yeah, I decided to do this since I've just took this job a couple of months ago. That's kind of a thing that I've been done in the past, and so there's only a few months every year that has 5 Sundays in them. So I just thought, well, let's do a fifth Sunday singing and on Sunday nights. So June was the first one that had 5 Sundays. So we just I had a sign up sheet. Anybody wanted to sing, we just let them sing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. So it was kind of almost like an open mic kind of thing, but I had structured it a little bit. But we had several people sing, and and then I just play guitar with some people who didn't have accompaniment tracks and whatever. But it was fun. It was a good night. So,
How many Tony Rice songs did y'all do?
there was no Tony Rice songs, and unfortunately, I don't know. The pastor wanted to do Rick of the Edmund Fitzgerald, but he never did. So no, he didn't. Really.
Oh, I was like, whoa, that is awesome. You had me going.
Yeah, no. But anyway, so
Y'all have been there a while. Y'all still be there.
Exactly. Yeah. So what have you been doing, man? I know you played Rudy Fest last week.
Yeah, well, I've been at Rudy Fest this past weekend and had a big time. Went up down Wednesday night. Went and played the Opry with Rhonda.
Oh, okay.
And then left from there, headed up to Rudy Fest, and
that made the drive a little shorter, I guess.
yeah, and lots easier, way less traffic, So, and it was not really super late when I got there. I mean, it's by Bluegrass standard time, it wasn't super late. It was like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
But when I got there and was able, I already had the room lined up and was able to go in, crash out, and it was nice, man. It was a good day. It was hot. But luckily, it was not as hot had it had been the day before.
Did it rain? Because it always rains at Rudy Fest.
It did not while I was there.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't believe it. And
you played Thursday night, right?
Yes, Thursday night, and we actually closed the show. They had they wanted a reunion of the Josh Williams band.
I saw Jason on stage with him.
Yeah, it was me and Jason and Nick Keene and Dustin Pirtle, who was our last bass player. We didn't get to do much with Dustin, unfortunately. We had high hopes, and that band was incredible. But unfortunately, we had to eat, and I had kids to feed, so I went back out on the road with Rhonda, and at the same time, Dustin got called from Doyle Lawson. So,
Well, can't hardly blame him for that, I guess.
yeah. So it worked out, but we were able to spend some time going through a few things. We had a big time, man. It was so much fun getting to see those guys again and getting to hang with them and stuff. I haven't seen Nick or Jason in quite some time, or not Nick and Dustin, rather, in quite some time. Of course, we see Jason pretty regularly here around home, but Dustin, man, he hadn't done hardly anything since he left. When he left Doyle's band, he went with Russell for a little while, and when he left is when they hired Colton.
Oh, okay.
And so I hadn't seen him since then. Wow. So it's been a few years,
That's cool.
But yeah, as far as the four of us being together and playing music together, hadn't happened in 13 years.
Wow. Well, that's cool. So y'all didn't practice or nothing? You just got together?
We had a little run-through time.
Before the show?
Beforehand.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't get a whole lot. And I told everybody that we'd rehearsed all the way there, but we were in different cars.
Exactly,
so, yeah, you know how that goes.
And you're like, now 13 years ago, I used to sing this song in B, but now we're going to do it in A.
Yeah, well, I didn't do that.
Really?
I was able to sing I actually can sing better now than I could 13 years ago. And I guess it's probably because I'm not smoking cigarettes anymore.
Well, I guess
probably
that's true,
has a big part of it. But
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Speaking of Colton, we got Authentic Unlimited, who he's with now, coming to our neck of the woods here in just a couple weeks.
That's right, the Kentucky Opry.
Yeah, July the 11th, on Friday, July the 11th. So we have Authentic Unlimited coming into Josh's hometown, the Kentucky Opry, right there in Benton, Kentucky. And we're super excited about having them. We sold lots of tickets so far, and
great.
Just hoping for a big show. So if you are listening to this and you want to plan a weekend around Kentucky Lake, it'll be a fun vacation to come Friday night to the Kentucky Opry and listen to Authentic Unlimited, and then just hang around the Kentucky Lake area on Saturday and Sunday. And
now you Ballardinians. Ballard Countyans, whatever you guys are called.
Yeah,
you guys better show up for your boy now.
I know it. That's right. Well, I think a lot of them are going for sure. So, but just go to KentuckyOpera.com and buy some tickets. So we're trying to promote it all we can.
You bunch of Ballards.
That's right. Ballard Mallards. That's what we were in school. The Ballard
Is that Mallards. What it was? Was it really?
That's what everybody called it. We were the Ballard Bombers, but we call ourselves the Ballard Mallards because we all duck hunted.
That's funny. That's funny. So, you know, if you say Mallard with a cold, it comes out sounding like Ballard.
That's right. Mallard. Yeah.
Anyway,
for sure.
But I digress.
So, Gus, what have you been doing this summer?
Well, I had to go to summer school.
Oh, I got you. Cool. Well,
Big fat shame.
Have you started playing any music yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
He's playing a little bit. I mean,
yeah.
You think you might want to play an instrument?
He's been learning guitar, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that sounds fun. What about singing? You think you might want to be a little singer one day?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he comes by that one honestly.
Yeah,
I'd say so. Between me and his mama, he's definitely a singer.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, good. That'll be fun. So you want to sing us a song now? You got one ready for us?
I don't know.
That's all right. Maybe when Daddy plays guitar here in a minute, you can sing a little bit.
Yeah, we can do something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, cool. Well, we're glad to be back. We hate to leave you for 2 weeks. We try not to do that anymore, but just sometimes life happens. We'll call it our summer break. How about that?
There you go.
We had to take our little summer break. So,
yeah.
But anyway,
summer vacation.
That's right. So, but
some are here, some are there.
That's right. Some are everywhere. Oh man. Well, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get Josh to play us a song, and maybe see if we can get Gus to sing anything. I don't know if he will or not, but we'll try. We'll be back right after this.
Custom Automotive in Calvert City, Kentucky has been a family-operated business for over 50 years. When you call Custom Automotive, you'll talk to an experienced tire and wheel expert. They install wheels and tires on thousands of vehicles every year in addition to their online sales. Stop by and thank them for supporting bluegrass music. Custom Automotive, Highway 62, Calvert City, Kentucky, 270-395-7611. Or visit them online at customautoonline.com.
For over 50 years, Puckett's Jewelry in Benton, Kentucky has been a trusted choice for fine jewelry that will last a lifetime and help you celebrate life's most precious moments. The new owners, Bart and Hannah Lewis, are excited to continue the Puckett's Jewelry legacy in Marshall County and are proud to support bluegrass music. Puckett's Jewelry on the Square in Benton, Kentucky. Visit them online at puckettsjewelry.com.
Howdy, friends. I'm Banjo Ben Clark, and you're listening to my good buddies Tim Batts and Josh Williams on the Hometown Bluegrass Show. You've tuned in because you like valuable conversation about the world's best music. And if you want more good stuff like that, come on over to my website, banjobenclark.com, where you can learn how to play and purchase anything you might need when it comes to bluegrass-related instruments and accessories. My Gold Pick members over there can access hundreds of lessons for banjo, guitar, and mandolin with all kinds of resources to help you move on down the road with your picking skills. And if you're looking to purchase something, the deals can't be beat at Banjo Ben's General Store. All there on the same website, banjobenclark.com. Now back to the show.
All right. Thank you, Banjo Ben, for being such a great supporter of the Hometown Bluegrass Show. And he will even give you a little discount just because you listen. So if you find something on their Banjo Ben Clark website, and just use the promo code Hometown10, and we'll just take 10% off your order. So
that's right.
That's all we got to do.
Banjo Ben does so much for the music and for musicians and stuff, he's almost like an athlete. So y'all be sure to be an athletic supporter.
That's right. Exactly right. He's the jock of all trades.
That's right.
Speaking of our other sponsor, Puckett's Jewelry, I don't even know if you know this or not, but they are in Benton right there by your house.
Yes, I
not
do
far.
know that.
But they have just opened up a second location in Murray, Kentucky.
I heard all about that.
Yeah, so they are expanding. They're a family, of course. So they're my wife's daughter and son-in-law, and just proud of them for supporting us, but also expanding their business. So super tickled about that. But we have come to the part of the show where Josh is going to learn us how to play guitar and entertain us with a little number. And Gus might even sing a little bit too. Maybe.
Did we ever get any questions or anything about guitar stuff? Because it's kind of hard to teach when you don't know what you want and what you're going to teach.
We haven't got anything in a while because we haven't been on the air, but we're going to.
That's true.
Please, if you want to hear a song or have any suggestions, please send us a message on our Hometown Bluegrass Show Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. And let us know if you want Josh to sing a certain song. Rambling Man or something. Lord, I was born a rambling man. There you go, see? I don't know why that song just popped into my head, but...
Oh, yeah. It's a good song.
Yep.
Great song.
Now it's in your head.
Now it's in my head. I brought out the old D28. I haven't played this thing in a while, and this guitar is pretty special to me. It was given to me by a good friend of mine, Myron Collier, and Myron's like family to me, so this guitar means a lot. But thought about maybe trying to get Gus to sing something with me. He likes Merle Haggard songs, and
You like some Merle, Gus?
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty good.
ain't nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, that's a good place to start for sure.
Yeah, you think you can sing Silver Wings with me?
Yeah.
All right, let's try it.
Let's go.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Don't leave me, I cried. Don't take that airplane ride. But you locked me out of your mind and left me standing here behind. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. You want to sing it?
Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines, somewhere in flight.
There you go.
Taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight.
Don't leave me, I cried. Don't take that airplane ride, but you locked me out of your mind and left me standing here behind. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Good job, bud. Yeah.
Good job.
Tell me that kid don't have pitch.
I know, that's right. Yes, for sure. Well, he don't have a choice, really. He's just kind of bred into him.
Yeah.
So, that's for sure.
I missed a spot a little bit.
It's okay.
That's all right.
It happens to me all the time.
I missed the first try I missed and somewhere in flight.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It's okay.
I bet Merle.
You know, the good
messed
thing
up.
about music is that if you do mess up, it's gone and you just do it again.
Yep.
That's right. Absolutely.
Sometimes the mess ups are what makes it so good.
Yeah.
That's right. And I bet you when I post this on our Facebook page, you're going to get lots of comments. That's for sure. Well, cool. Well, sounding good. That old D28 sounding good.
Oh, man, it's a great guitar.
Yep, sure is. Sure is. Well, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Mr. Joe Clark, see what he's up to, and see how things are going. So,
That's right.
You guys hang tight, and we will be
Stick around. Don't miss it if you can.
right after this.
The Lake House Inn at Sled Creek has undergone complete renovation in 2023. Our outdoor space is unlike any other at Kentucky Lake. With 2 in-ground pools, 18 rooms, and 4 cabins, we're just a stone's throw away from Kentucky Dam. If you're looking to make memories with your family, this nostalgic inn is for you. Welcome to your lake house, where modern meets rustic and becomes home. Reserve online at lakehouseinn.com.
Looking for expert insurance advice from a team that truly knows Western Kentucky? At Paducah Insurance Agency, we're more than just policies. We're your neighbors, helping you protect what matters most. With locations in Paducah and Benton, Kentucky, we offer home, auto, business, and life insurance with top carriers like Erie Insurance, all at competitive rates. Locally owned and committed to your peace of mind, Jared Morgan and his team are here to help. Call Paducah Insurance Agency today at 855-853-4763 or visit paducahinsurance.com. Paducah Insurance, coverage you can count on from people you trust.
Hey, this is Josh Williams for Page Capos. The Page Capo is lightweight, durable, and quickly attaches and allows you to change frets with ease. With controlled tension capabilities, Page Capo always stays in tune. But don't just take my word for it. Page Capos is also used by folks like Vince Gill, Ron Block, Tim O'Brien, Cody Kilby, Tommy Emmanuel, and James Taylor. So don't trust just any capo. Use what the pros use. Listen to the Hometown Bluegrass Show podcast for your chance to win a Page Capo on every episode. Do what I do and trust Page Capos. Order online at pagecapo.com.
Welcome back to the Hometown Bluegrass Show. We appreciate you joining us on this episode. And you just heard there from Page Capos, and Josh is a proud supporter and user of Page Capos, and we are proud to give away one every episode. So all you got to do is listen to win, and we will give one away. So
That's right.
Josh has his fancy Page Capo hat on right now.
I sure do.
Page Capo shirt. I just gave him. It just came in the mail. So we got a box of fresh Page Capos that we're just ready to give out. So thank you for Brian and Lisa Page for supporting the Hometown Bluegrass Show. So, but
Podcast.
Hometown Bluegrass Show podcast. That's right.
And the podcast.
And this podcast. That's right. So, but we are super excited right now. We got our good buddy and guest on this episode, Uncle Joe Clark. How you is, my friend?
Howdy, folks. Good to be here with you guys tonight.
Yes, sir, man. What you up to today? You just hanging out?
Well, he don't sound like no Canadian, does he?
He don't.
Well, I don't know how to answer that, Josh. But
I know you ain't.
I moved. I moved up here over around 19 years ago. Married and raised the 3 daughters, and I'm got grandkids now. But now the daughters are raised, and the grandkids are 5-6 years old. I said, time for Uncle Joe to get back to what he loves, and that's bluegrass music.
There you go.
So that's what I intend on doing. I left behind a lot of friends, and bluegrass was my world before I moved up to Canada, which is, I still love it, but it's just not as plentiful here in Canada as it is down where we're from, in Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia area.
I do know.
It's few and far between, but there are there's some good musicians here that just located farther apart.
Yeah, that's very true. But let me just put your mind at ease, though. You didn't leave any of these friends behind. We all still know you and love you, so we're all still here.
Well,
Don't
I
you worry
appreciate
about
that very much, Uncle Josh.
You're very welcome.
So tell us about what you used to play. When you got started playing with Sparks and all. Tell us how you got into bluegrass music.
Well, I was an early bloomer on the music. I was a child. I started picking around 8 years old. I started playing the mandolin, and I met Bill Monroe for the first time at age 10, and I could keep up. I sort of like Josh. Josh was an early bloomer like that too, and people like Michael Cleveland and kids like that could just really play. I had to work harder at it than Josh and Michael Cleveland, obviously, but but no, I did get to play with Bill Monroe at age 10, and after that, I didn't want to go to school anymore. All I wanted to do was play the mandolin.
Well,
and after I got out of high school, I moved to Detroit for work, and got in Wendy Smith and Blue Velvet's band, and I played with him for a couple seasons. Then I moved from Wendy. I got to missing them mountains again, and Detroit's a little too flat for this old hillbillies. Mm-hmm. I moved back to Virginia, Tennessee area, and played with one after another. And I played a little while with Tim Laughlin and Wayne Taylor from Blue Highway. It was Tim's band. Picked with him for a few seasons. Then I ended up with Mr. Larry Sparks, and that's where it elevated from there, And I learned the ropes with him, and I learned by standing beside that rhythm every night. It doesn't hurt anything. It was a pleasure to get to play with him.
Yeah, and that was a great band, man.
I don't know. I always joked about it. I said I started at the top and kind of worked my way down.
So you've been going backwards ever since.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to beat Larry. I tell you, he's got the blues in him, buddy. It's even some nights when he play, even though I was used to him, I would still get the arm chills from listening to him play and forget what I was doing sometimes. But
yeah,
it was an experience,
Well, I tell you what, his singing, man, it's soulful and just absolutely effortless.
I know. You can't beat him. I mean, no. It just comes out. It's no effort to what he does. I mean, it just comes out of him just flows out of him.
Yeah, just so naturally.
Yeah.
It's the natural thing to do.
I know, but
so actually, I was schooling Tim here. Schooling Tim a little bit whenever we had first started. Right before we started the podcast here this evening, I was telling him. I said, "There's very few bluegrass bands that have gotten to perform at Austin city limits, but Larry Sparks and the Lonesome Ramblers were one of those bands that did get to, and you were in that configuration."
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, I can remember it. It was a good time.
That'd have been you
It
and
was,
Jim Britton and Jeff Brown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was the group. That was Jim's third show with us. He was scared to death. I remember that. He drove all the way from, he'd worked with the Grand Ole Opry had a thing going on out in Las Vegas. It was the Opry on the Road thing, they called it back in. And Jim was playing the banjo with that. And we was, Larry Crabtree had just left the band at that time after 11 or 12 year stay with Larry. And Larry said, I'm going to be very selective about who I hire back. And I said, well, I understand that. So in the background, us old boys we got to find somebody we like.
Yeah.
So we're trying to help Larry find a banjo player. And Mike Bubb called us and said, hey, how about Jim Britton? I said, where's he at? He says, in Las Vegas. I said, well, we need him out here on the East Coast. So Jim got word of it. He come out and he tried out with us. And he killed it. He done such a good job. And I said, right there's a guy we need. And he did. He stayed longer than I did. And what a banjo picker.
Oh, yeah.
Still great today. Yeah, I love Jim. And he was a fresh air to us. He's always funny, comical, and getting people going and stuff. And he's a lot of fun to travel with. And always good times with him.
Yeah, he's a funny individual, man. He'll keep you rolling.
Oh, yeah. And he knows a thing or two about banjos. I'll say that about him.
I watch him. He's all the time posting stuff on social media of just picking a tune on a particular banjo here and there, and he still plays just great.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think if I'm not mistaken, his brother-in-law is Andy Leftwich, a mandolin player.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they're brother-in-laws to each other.
Yeah,
I've heard some of their family band stuff that they've done in church. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
amazingly good, great stuff.
Well, I know they're all real close. I didn't know the family connection there, but I know that he and Travis Alltop and Andy, all three were all pretty close. And all three carriers of the gospel as well. So,
oh, for sure.
So will you play still regularly, or you got some new music this?
Well, Tim, I'm just now getting back into it, my friend. I've been a site superintendent for low-rise construction in Ontario for a long time. I built like a whole community of houses at one time when I put them up.
Okay.
And last year I had a workplace injury with my shoulder, and I've been off work for, I think it's been 16 months now since I've worked any, but it's been good to heal my heart from all the trauma of the world, and and my shoulders, I'm better now. So I feel like I'm about 90% back to where I was as far as music goes.
Yeah.
As far as my arm working and everything, you get up in the high registers, you start playing at 160 beats a minute, which a lot of bands don't do that, but I used to on a regular basis, and trying to get my arm back to that.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So doing way better, and I got the brand new release. I put it out. I put it out myself, and I'm proud of the project. It's got 8 songs that I wrote myself and 3 covers of old bluegrass songs that I've always loved since I was a kid. So 11 tunes on it, and it's called Appalachian Blue Ridge Hills.
Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about it. What
songs are?
So you wrote 8 of the songs on there?
Yeah, I wrote 8 of the songs. I co-wrote one with my grandfather, Don Barrett, which was one of the lonesome time fiddlers in the 50s. He played in between Bob Osborne and Paul Williams. So, and all 3 of them got drafted into the service. I think Bobby, if I got it right, Bobby Osborne stayed there, and he got drafted into the Marines. Then Ray Goins and Curly Ray Klein, a bunch of them come over on the river where my grandfather lived on the Clinch River. And they tried him out on the spot, and the next thing he knows, he's in the car going to, I think it was Beckley, West Virginia, where they went to practice their songs. And he got up there. They were to record with RCA Victor. That'd be like me or Josh trying to go in the Sony building in Nashville and get a record deal. That's about the equivalent of it, really, if you think of it.
Yeah. That's
so
pretty
anyways,
awesome,
he went to work for them, and he was to leave out with them. And I was daggone if he don't get drafted into the Navy. and his replacement was Paul Williams. Paul Williams stayed a little while, and he got drafted into the Army. So all three of them got drafted, and I think the one that stayed the longest was Melvin Goins. So Melvin was the last man standing, and I don't know how many records he did cut for Lonesome Pine Fiddlers, but later on in life, I'm saying 25, 30 years later, I ended up working with Melvin after Ray had retired, and he told me a lot of good stories, on the bus about things that happened in the Lonesome Pine Fiddlers and his time of knowing my grandfather and all that. So it was fun to learn all those stories.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's where I got my bluegrass was from my grandfather, Don Barrett. He's still alive, lives in down Florida, and he's 92 years old.
My goodness.
Wow. Does he still play?
And he just gifted me. Yeah, he can still play a little bit. He can't hear, his pitch is not there anymore, but till he was 75 years old, I never heard anybody with a better rhythm. He had a great rhythm on the guitar. It was just good. That's all I can say about it. But yeah, he's still in good spirits, and I send him videos from time to time, let him know what's going on with me. And he either likes it or he don't. He's no in between with him. He said, "That's good." No, I don't like that, but he's honest.
You gotta respect a man for his honesty.
He did right. Yes, sir. But he wrote one song on there called Clinch River Blues, and I finished it for him. And it was in retrospect of my grandmother and after she passed away, he wrote it about her. And if you know the history of our family and stuff, it's a pretty deep song, really. But it's a good tune, and I had Sean Lane sing on that with me from Blue Highway.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. And Sean Lane, I was born on the Clinch River, 40 miles above where Sean Lane was. He was down below Gate City, Virginia, and I was up above Lebanon, Virginia. So me and him was 45 miles apart from each other. We met probably in our early 20s, about the time he started with Doyle Lawson, when I knew him. And
yeah.
I said, it's only fitting that you would sing on this song, Sean, being old buddies and him growing up on the Clinch River. That had a lot of symbolic meaning to me. So I was so happy that he done it with me.
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear that, man. It's funny that you say that, because that's when I met Sean at that same time too, when he was with Doyle.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a few years on you, I guess, Josh.
Yeah.
I remember you as a little feller, you were tearing that mandolin and that guitar up early on. I said, yes, sir. He's a good one. We all loved you, still do.
Well, appreciate that, brother.
He ain't got no better either.
One of your there comes that honesty there for you, Josh. You hear that coming out there on film.
What I say, you got to respect a man in his honesty. So
that's hilarious. Then I had your old bandmate. He sung on about 4 songs with me, Donnie Rigsby.
Oh yeah,
he's on one of the high-powered cuts is called Rhonda Lynn. It's a story I wrote about a person that was a real human being from down there around where Ralph Stanley was from there. And, she was from Clinchfield, Virginia, down at the foot of the mountain from where Ralph and Carter was from up there on Smith Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
And she liked to run that moonshine, and she was tough. It's the meanest gal you ever met. She's pretty. She's as cute as she could be, but she was wilder than a bobcat. You didn't cross her. And she did make a lot of moonshine.
Well, I'll be darned.
So I changed her. I changed the name of the person in the story to Rhonda Lynn.
Huh. You reckon is she the one they wrote a Rocky Top about? Was she the one that was wild as a mink but sweet as soda?
No. This is a couple generations past that. So
okay.
Bob and Sonny must know some different girl than I know. But I ain't gonna say who she was, because I'm pretty sure you probably know her, Josh.
Oh, okay, that's all right. That's
I'll
all right.
About that another time.
All right, you got it.
Got to protect the innocent, right?
That's right.
That's right. Oh, that's cool.
But you listen to the storyline of the song, Josh, and I guarantee you it's going to hit home with you.
Well, that's cool, man.
Well, we might have to play that here in a minute when we.
So I had one co-write with I had one co-write with my grandfather, Don Barrett, and Then there's one more song that I had a co-write with the great Canadian songwriter Susie Sweetman.
Mm-hmm.
It's called I think it's No Man Lonelier is the name of the song we wrote. It was a co-write. And other than that, the rest of them I did myself.
Cool.
Well, man, I really look forward to hearing this album.
Well, yeah, buddy.
How can people get a hold of it?
Well, as you can go on here now, on Bandcamp and get it, or you can go to my Facebook page right now. I'm having a website built as we speak, so still up and running, still everything going. So I'm not represented by anyone at the moment, so I'm looking for that. Just trying to get going, stay busy.
There you go, man. That's what it's all about. You hadn't worked in a little while, so you're itching to play and make some music.
Oh yeah, Uncle Joe's ready to get out there and hit the festival circuit. And if you go on any of my social media pages, you'll see some live feeds from the last couple of weeks of stuff I did with the Canadian fiddler Ray Legier. He was one of the best fiddlers up here in my opinion.
I love Ray, man.
So Ray, he's a two-time Hall of Famer. He was inducted into the New Brunswick Hall of Fame and also the Nova Scotia one. So he told me, he said, I'm a, what was he called it? A dual citizen. That's what he said.
That's cool.
But no, I play with, like you, Josh, I play with probably every good fiddlers that ever come down the pike. And I'd say that, Kenny Baker would be my number one, and Ray would probably be number two for me.
Well, there you go.
As far as that goes.
Well, Ray's great, man.
I love him.
And a great mandolin player, too.
Good
and
man
not
on
only
top of
that,
it, too.
fantastic guy.
Yes, sir.
One of the nicest you'll ever meet.
So you got any festivals you're going to be hitting this summer where people can go catch you live, or?
Well, I don't have anything else booked at the moment, but that can all change at a drop of a hat, how it goes. But I'm ready to go. I'll jump in my pickup truck and go get the show done, buddy.
you got the mandolin all packed up ready, huh?
Calling all promoters out there.
Yeah, well, these days and times I've been playing the guitar more than I have the mandolin, but I'm not turning my back on it. But I just feel like for me now, I've always been a sideman in all the bands I played in, but now I think it's time at my age to become the front and center guy. Because I got a lot of songs in my heart to share with people, and I just, most of it's mountain songs, stuff about my family farm and where I grew up and what meant the most to me,
Yeah.
So I write it. It always comes out in a song. I write a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
If I don't get to play a lot of festivals, I'm still going to keep writing and just keep at it and hopefully people will love Uncle Joe and the music I'm making right now.
That's right. Well, that's how best place to find you is Facebook right now, Uncle Joe Clark.
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, and all them places like that. Yeah. Like I said, I've got a website being built, so it shouldn't be too much longer on it.
Yeah.
And just waiting and watching.
There you go, buddy. Well, we appreciate you taking a few minutes to spend with us and catch up. And man, we wish you all the best and hope you get lots of things booked. And we'll start playing this music, and I'll play it on my radio show. And heck, when we hang up, we'll play Rhonda Lynn for you for everybody when we hang up.
All right,
So
I sure appreciate you, fellas.
I've got it pulled up here on Bandcamp, so we can play it right off of there. So
all right.
Sounds good.
Perfect, buddy. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Well, you stay cool up north, eh?
All right. Take care, boys.
You say hi to everybody up there for me.
All right, buddy. Talk to you later.
All right. Thank you, God.
Bye-bye.
See you, buddy. Great fellow, man. I love Joe.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
I'm so excited that he's getting back into it, man. That's so exciting for me.
Let's play this song. I think I can do it right here. Let's see how it goes. Here's Uncle Joe Clark from Appalachian Blue Ridge Hills. Here's a song called Rhonda Lynn.
Well, I tried to break a barrel horse, but he would not tame. I led him to the water The stable girl came running down and led the beast away. And said, stay out of my barn, you fool. You ought to be ashamed. You ought to be ashamed. Now stabling ain't the only job this country girl can do. She'd head up through the holler and make some Mountain Dew. She'd make some Mountain Dew. Rhonda Lynn's a pretty little gal, the apple of my eye. She never was courting time, but makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry. Sugar and corn and head up Smith Ridge Hill. With the red sweatband and tattooed arm, she loved to run that steel. She loved to run that steel. On Friday night we dust the floor and the fiddlers start to play. She'd kick off her boots and dance all night. This is the old time way. This is the old time way. She worked like a man all the time, but had a tender side. All the boys that met her fell in love. She ain't the marrying kind. She ain't the marrying kind. Rhonda Lynn's a pretty little gal, the apple of my eye. She never was courting time, but makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry. Rhonda Lynn's a pretty little gal, the apple of my eye. She never was courting time, but makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry.
Rhonda Lynn.
That's awesome.
That's a great song.
That's awesome.
That's like mountain music. to the
Absolutely.
core, you know, like just.
I mean, it has the great picking, but it's still got that
grunge, mountainy.
It's got that Stanley drive to it. You know, it's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, what a great
the
song.
Appalachian bounce.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, so good.
That's awesome, man. Well, you can listen to that at Bandcamp. There's a couple of songs you can just go in there and listen to, but you can pre-order a CD on there or download that. He's got it right there on his Facebook page. So go check out Uncle Joe Clark.
Absolutely. And let me say this too about him, folks. I've known Joe for the majority of my life, I reckon I could say. And he is about the nicest guy that you'll ever run into. So this guy will be bringing bluegrass to your festivals if you'd have him, and would be doing it in the old time mountain way. And he'd bring a smile with him and just be... He's what you want at your festival, folks. So just take it from me. If you don't hear anything else from me today that you take with me, you're going to want to have Joe Clark at your festivals. Okay. Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe.
That's right.
Well, super happy to have him on, and it's been a great show. It's good to be back, man.
Yes.
I feel a little rusty. I feel like I just...
That's okay. You know,
haven't quite got the buttons pushing, and but...
you look a little rusty.
Well, thank
you. But that's all right.
Well, I just feel old. It's been hot here in Kentucky.
Been. Oh.
I feel like I'm seizing up.
I understand.
You got any WD-40? Oh, just L8. Okay.
Oil can.
Oh, lordy. Well, it's so cool to have Gus join us tonight.
Yes, it is. I'm so excited to have him.
That was so cool to have him. So and just the whole singing the duet there, that was cool.
Yeah,
that was really neat. So
yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. And I will say, you know, I mean, his mama has been the one to really get him exposed to some really good old country music and stuff, and you know, I appreciate that, and he just loves music, and I don't know, I could be wrong, but I'm almost 100% certain that he has perfect pitch.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I was surprised, to be honest with you, when he started singing. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that was right on key.
Yeah. He hears harmony, and he can do little moves and stuff, but when he jumps from one note to there and back, he rarely misses it.
Yeah.
You know, when I was his age, I was everywhere. You know,
I still am. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm mighty proud of my kids, you know, and hopefully before too long we'll get Miss Whitley in here too, because I know she's wanting to be on the podcast.
I know, it's the only one we ain't had so far.
And we're going to fix that. Maybe next week. Who knows?
That's right. Well, thanks for joining us on the Hometown Bluegrass Show. We so appreciate you, and we want to hear from you. Look us up on Facebook, Hometown Bluegrass Show, and we want to hear any song requests you have or anybody you want us to talk to or anything you want to know personally about Josh. Just text me, and I'll send that to you on the side. Any kind of scoop you need, let us know.
I'd imagine if they know much about bluegrass, they probably know the crap I've done. So,
hadn't we all, buddy? We've all done it. But,
yeah.
We appreciate you. We love you. And remember, you got time to breathe.
You got time for bluegrass, folks.
Well, folks, that's a wrap for this episode of the Hometown Bluegrass Show with Tim and Josh. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and follow us on Facebook to stay connected to your bluegrass community. Got a question for us? A story to share? Or an artist we should feature? Drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. You can find all the details at timbats.com. Thanks for listening to the Hometown Bluegrass Show, where the heart of bluegrass music lives. This has been a Bats Music and Media production.